Well, an obituary of a medical doctor from Tulsa, Oklahoma, is precipitating this program today. Dr. Jerome Block, medical doctor. He graduated from medical school the same time I graduated from veterinary school, 1964. And I had been on his radio show several times in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And he was quite polite, but it was obvious he was kind of on the other side of the fence when it came to pursuing alternative stuff, although he presented himself as an alternative doctor. And I never quite could reason why he didn't kind of trip onto what we were doing, because we were helping so many people in the Tulsa area and had such a big audience there, why he didn't really jump in with both feet. Well, it turns out the precipitating factors in his suicide was the fact that he'd just been fined $105,000 for billing improprieties. And he was billing for things that he didn't do. He was over-billing for things that he did do. And somebody on his staff squealed on him, a little whistleblower there, and he made a personal email to all his patients, said he's going to take a sabbatical, and he jumps off the roof. Okay. Now, and kills himself, right? And he's about my age, and he's 2 years older than me. He was 77, I'm 75. And, of course, this goes along with the fact that hospitals overbill patients by thousands of %. They'll bill you $500 for a rubber glove that costs 3 cents. Okay? They will bill you for things they didn't do. They will bill you for things that they did do that you didn't need. That way they keep their cash flow going and they stay in the black. Okay? Now, 85% of all personal bankruptcies in America are due to medical costs. 85% of all personal bankruptcies in America are due to medical costs. Every time a third world country becomes a first world westernized nation, within 10 years they become bankrupt because of medical bills. Because everybody votes for the people who say, hey, we'll give you free Medicare if you vote for me. Well, what they have to do is raise your taxes so they can pay for the free medical care. And it's just that same downward spiral, the same pattern over and over and over and over. Well, once you get a hold of the book, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the classic book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the book, Rare Earths, Been Cures. And once you become a student of the information of these three books, again, Epigenetics, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and Rare Earths, Been Cures. Now, the reason why I want you to read these books is this. Right now, experts are telling us our kids will be the first generation that do not outlive their parents. Our kids will be the first generation in America that do not outlive their parents. I want you to think about it. The medical system has failed us terribly. They've been so interested in themselves that they're overbilling you by thousands of %. They're billing you for things they didn't need or you didn't need, which they did do or didn't do. Okay, and this amounts to, in America, actually this was in 2012, this figure came out, 2006, and it said that, let's see here, 1.5 million Americans are killed and permanently injured from prescription decimal point errors every year. And then in 2012, going backwards or forward, I guess, forward to 2012, they said every year in America, the overbilling cost, the fraudulent billing cost by medical doctors to their patients and their patients' insurance companies amounts to $750 billion a year. Not 750 million, 750 billion. Okay, we're talking about $750 billion. Just about 1/3 of the medical care budget is fraudulent billing by the medical doctors. Anybody else would go to jail. Just think about it. According to the Center for Disease Control, federal agency that tracks this stuff, according to the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, and the Institute of Medicine, the ethics watchdog group for the medical system, and they have failed the American public terribly. Medical doctors in their workplace each year kill, injure, and infect 15 million people. They kill, injure, and infect 15 million people, their patients or customers, in their workplace or hospitals and clinics. They don't even get an OSHA ticket. They don't get their license suspended for 3 seconds. Then you look at, let's see here, let's look at infections in hospitals alone. Just infections in hospitals alone each year, according to the Center for Disease Control, this came out in 1998, is 2 million infections. And of those 2 million infections, 90,000 people die from these infections every year just because doctors didn't wash their hands after they went potty. That's according to the Center for Disease Control. 90,000 every year are killed by doctors who are sloppy about not washing their hands after they go potty. What would happen if North Korea or Iran were to send over an intercontinental ballistic missile with a biological weapon, infect 2 million people in a large population center like Dallas, New York, Chicago, L.A., Miami, Atlanta, New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, and infect 2 million people, kill 90,000. It'd be war. We'd declare war on them in a heartbeat. Well, here's one trait that does in their workplace every year, and nobody seems to raise an eyebrow. And so once you get a hold of the books Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the book Rare Earths Been Cures, I want you to learn how to deal with over 900 different diseases using the information on these books. Remember, we've come up with programs that give you the basic stuff we all need. All vertebrates, whether you're a hummingbird, a crocodile, a human being, an elephant, a giraffe, rats, turtles, fish, all vertebrates require 90 essential nutrients, 16 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 3 fatty acids. And I learned this doing these autopsies, 20,000 of them, 10 million chemistries for the Center of the Biology of Natural Systems in the 60s and 70s with Marlon Perkins from the old Mutual Omaha Wild Kingdom show. Get the book Epigenetics, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and Rare Earths Been Cures, and save yourself, save your family, save your kids, and avoid doctors as much as possible. And we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them overcome their health challenges? Longevity has been helping people overcome their health challenges for years. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission at Longevity is to educate Americans about their own health. If you like helping people, join us in our fight to save America. While you're helping people prevent and overcome health challenges, you will also be able to build a lucrative home-based business. So what are you waiting for? Come join us and help save America. If you've decided to join us, call your local Longevity associate to find out how you can arm yourself with the knowledge that's needed to save America.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Longevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Longevity's JavaFit line of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. If you're looking to lose weight, try JavaFit Diet Plus 62, a high-energy, gourmet coffee fortified with a blend of nutrients such as gambosia, citrus, and an extra shot of caffeine to pump up energy and help achieve a healthy weight. Unlike most diet drinks, you won't taste a difference. But for this to work, you can't load your coffee with cream and sugar. Contact your local Longevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, I thought we'd talk a bit about foods that could have problems if you're taking medications. I've got a story here that I got from AARP where the headline reads, "Food Isn't Harmless. 8 Scary Food-Drug Interactions." They say 81% of adults ages 57 to 85 take at least one prescription medication. I figure there's a few people out there taking 2 or 3 because you and I don't take any. This was all published in the journal Gerontologist. They say what you eat and drink can affect the way those medicines work. Don't learn the hard way which foods can prevent a prescription or over-the-counter drug from working or exacerbating its side effects. First on the list is bananas. Say ACE inhibitors such as Capeltan, Vasotec, or Prinavil can be your heart's best friend because they relax blood vessels so blood flows more smoothly. Can also increase the amount of potassium in your body, and too much potassium can cause an irregular heartbeat or heart palpitations. If you're on an ACE inhibitor, avoid eating large amounts of potassium-rich foods such as bananas, oranges, and salt substitutes that contain potassium. Say no cheese. Wine and beer pair perfectly with aged cheeses, but if you're taking certain antidepressants, specifically monoamine oxidase inhibitors or MAOIs, such as NSAM, they say steer clear of all 3. Food containing yeast, as well as those that have been aged or fermented, can cause blood pressure to spike, which can increase the chance of a stroke. You see, no dairy. Have a glass of milk every day, but if you're washing it down with a multivitamin or with iron or your antibiotic, including tetracyclines and fluoroquinolones, they say is a definite don't ingest together, and the dairy binds to the medicine and forms a complex that can doesn't harm you, but less of the vitamin or antibiotic is absorbed. Wait a couple hours before you eat dairy products. Then they go on to say vitamin D. They say anticonvulsants such as Dilantin or Phenatec and for epilepsy, or if you've had a brain injury or a stroke. The problem is it will limit your absorption of vitamin D, so they recommend that you get at least 10 minutes of sunshine if you're on one of those drugs, or you might want to supplement. They say goodbye grapefruit. Great way to start the day, unless you're taking cholesterol-lowering statins such as Lipitor or Zocor. Avoid grapefruit entirely because when you're on statins, it increases the side effects of the medication. Most common side effects is muscle aches. And they go on to say, interestingly, that oranges and lemons don't do the same thing. They say leafy green alert if you're taking a blood thinner like Coumadin or Jantoven. You want to regulate your consumption of dark leafy greens because these drugs actually inhibit your body's ability to produce vitamin K, and these leafy greens are full of K. And they say, I see people do this one all the time, acetaminophen or Tylenol and alcohol. They say you should avoid more than 2 or 3 alcoholic beverages if you're taking these drugs, and it can cause severe damage to your liver. Fatty foods, they say in this case it's an exception if you're on drugs such as Grifluven V or Grispeg, which are anti-fungal medications that they actually, your body absorbs those drugs better if you eat a fatty food. According to one doctor, he says he tells his patients to eat something greasy like a cheeseburger. So there you go, Doc.
Well, thank you for putting all that up there. Now, 2 things are of interest here. Number one, almost all the disease you discussed are ones that can be dealt with nutritional supplements because they're all either directly due to a nutritional deficiency or absorption problems or something. And so you really don't, in most cases, need the drugs. Secondly, they didn't mention the biggest one where food can interfere with drugs, and that is gluten intolerance. Because if you're eating wheat, barley, rye, and oats, which doctors recommend, and you have a gluten intolerance, you change the lining of your intestines so you can't even absorb the drug. People say, I can take a whole bottle of aspirin and won't get rid of my headache. And that's because it can't absorb it, because the intestinal changes. So thank you for bringing that up. That's what the book Epigenetics, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and Rare Earths, Forbidden Cures are for. It will teach you how to, wade through all this and do the right thing. Thank you so much, Doug, and we'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's see here. Let's go to callers.
Let's head to Vermont. And Kim, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Kim, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How can I help you?
Well, I really appreciate what you do, and so thank you. And I have a few questions.
You're very kind. Sure, thank you. How can we help you?
And I really appreciate it, and I enjoy your books and just really appreciate all that you do and all your knowledge.
Thank you.
So I don't eat, any of the 10 bad foods, and I've been using the 90 for life, but I've been having this problem where I had to go get some blood tests, and I have really high ferritin levels, which is you probably already know this.
Yes, it's
like
high iron.
Protein. High iron, and it was at 590.
Okay.
So I've been having a lot of headaches and low energy and dizziness.
Okay. Now, let's see. How old are you, Kim?
I am 38.
Okay, and how much do you weigh?
115 pounds, 5 pounds, 1 inch.
5 foot 1 inch?
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you have any history of any other problems such as asthma as a kid?
No.
Did you have any problems like skin problems, eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea?
No.
Okay. Did you have any problems with your bowels, appendix out, diverticulitis, irritable bowel syndrome, colitis, constipation, diarrhea, anything like that?
No, not at all.
Okay. And do you have any children?
I do.
Okay. Do they have any health problems?
No.
Okay. What about brothers and sisters?
No, nothing significant that I can think of.
Okay, nobody has skin problems, asthma, bowel problems, anything like that?
No, and I don't eat gluten if that helps. I haven't had gluten in probably a year and a half.
Okay, good. Now, is everybody in the household gluten-free too? Your kids and the dog and the cat and the bird and the fish and spouse and mother-in-law, everybody gluten-free?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Well, when you have a ferritin problem, which is high stored iron, it almost always means that you're deficient in a mineral called copper. Copper deficiency results in an enzyme required to move iron around from one place to the next. That cofactor is not there because it needs it needs copper to make that happen so it can move the iron around. Okay? And do you ever have any gray hair or anything like that?
No.
Okay. And so what I would do at 115 pounds, and sure, I'm going to throw this one to you. I think you can figure out what she needs at 115 pounds. That's about what you weigh. And hang on, Kim. Shar and I will be back after these messages, and let's see. Between Shar and I, will give you some good advice on your diet and your supplements, how to maybe change your supplement program a little bit. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, we're going right back to Vermont and Kim. Okay, 115 pounds, 5'1", ferritin, iron building up in your tissues, high in the blood, and so forth. Shar, where would be a good source of copper? And Kim's already taken some supplements, but where would you go with this?
I would just add the selenium, ultimate selenium, because it's got a copper as a cofactor.
Very good. So whatever multiple you're taking, Kim, keep doing that. And it wouldn't hurt, again, as Shar says, go ahead and add 2 bottles of our selenium a month, where you're going to take 3 selenium at breakfast and dinner. That's going to give you a significant amount of copper as a cofactor to help move the iron around properly. And it's a very good idea not to eat things like nuts and beans and things of that nature with our raw vegetables with meals, because, Shar, what's in raw vegetables and nuts that could interfere with the absorption of minerals?
They're cruciferous vegetables, and they basically leach. They don't let you absorb the minerals.
There's another one. There's a chemical found in these nuts and beans and things, as well as some cruciferous vegetables, particularly broccoli. It's called phytates. And the phytates will bind with minerals and interfere with their absorption. So you want to really avoid all that stuff. And as Shar said, cruciferous vegetables, anything that snaps when you break it, like cauliflower, broccoli, kale, cabbage, those sorts of things, but also nuts and beans, and you want to stay away from those while you're eating meals. Okay, give us a call every couple of weeks. Anytime you go in for a blood test, let us know how the ferritin levels are going. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to California and Alexandria. You're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Alexandria. You're on the air.
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. January 2014, at the age of 49, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 3. It was lobular invasive carcinoma. 2 out of 11 lymph nodes were involved. I did go through chemotherapy.
Wait a minute. Will you say this is breast cancer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did go through chemotherapy.
Okay. Anything else we need to know?
Well, I've always been estrogen dominant, and this was a cancer that was fed by estrogen. I did end up with a double mastectomy. They couldn't save the one breast, and the other breast, when I was age 19 and 23, I had fibroids removed. And when they removed that breast, they said that they saw the beginnings of the same type of cancer. I was also diagnosed with osteopenia after all my treatment because I had to go through a bone scan. I was forced into menopause, so I do deal with hot flashes, and I'm currently taking tamoxifen. They want to switch me out in a year to an aromatase inhibitor. I was hoping to get off of all medication.
Okay, what do you weigh now?
I'm about 142 pounds.
Okay. And are you currently in total remission, or?
Yes, I've gone for blood work, and everything's checking out within normal levels. And I do currently take the Healthy Start Pack 2 with the Ultimate Selenium.
Good. Okay, well, hang on. We'll be back, and we'll give you some information after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to California and Alexandria. And, Shar, what would you do for a lady who weighs 142 pounds? I'd be a little heavy-handed here, okay? I'd be a little heavy-handed because she has a history of cancer. She's taking all kinds of stuff. And remember, we can't have anything with black cohosh or anything with estrogen in it, which might drive the cancer. Things like woman's effect she cannot have. But what would you do then with just nutrients? What would you do with nutrients that's going to support her immune system and, get her on the rails? And, of course, Alexandra, you have to make the decision whether or not you're going to continue taking chemotherapy or not. That's something we cannot tell you what to do. Okay, Char, what would you give her?
Well, I would give her the BTT 2.0 tablets for the high auric points, and I would also give her the Ocean's Gold because of the sea cucumber.
Good.
And I would give her the Fucoid Z because of the stem cell regrowth and everything.
Mm-hmm. What multiple would you give her? What program would you put her on?
I put her in a Healthy Brain and Heart Pack.
Perfect. Okay, Char's exactly right here. Alexandra, I'd have you, and you're already doing this, but for the rest of our listeners, you need to stay away from all the bad stuff. No fried foods whatsoever. Absolutely no processed meats with nitrates, no deli slices, sandwich meat, sausage, ham, bacon, bologna, salami, pastrami, pepperoni, jerky, Spam, all that's got to go. No oils, no microwave popcorn, theater popcorn, olive oil, coconut oil, margarine, mayonnaise, salad dressing, cooking oils. No gluten. Got to absorb the nutrients, so no wheat, barley, rye, and oats. And then, as Char said, I'd have you taken, I'd be a little heavy-handed here, I would take 2 Healthy Brain and Heart packs per month, and it wouldn't hurt to get another bottle of selenium, so you could take 3 selenium 3 times a day. That would be accomplished with the 2 Healthy Brain and Heart packs and an extra bottle of selenium. I'd get 2 bottles of the Ocean's Gold for the sea cucumber, take 3 of those tablets twice a day, that's 2 bottles a month, and the Fucoid Z, I'd go ahead and get 2 bottles of that. I'd go ahead and take, for the Fucoid, and take 3 of those twice a day, that's 2 bottles a month. And lastly, I would throw in the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 tablets. I'd go ahead and take 3 or 4 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. That'll get you over 320,000 ORAC points a day. And this is what you want to do to support your immune system, because when you have a history of cancer, your immune system is one of your best friends when it comes to supporting your body's ability to defend itself against the cancer. So give us a call every couple of weeks or so. Let us know how you're doing. Any questions, feel free to call. And anytime you go to the doctor and you get some kind of assessment, please do call us and let us know what the doctor says. Okay, Doug, do we have time to start another one?
Yeah, we certainly do. Let's stay right there in California, and let's go to Marguerite. You're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Marguerite, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach. Thank you very much for taking my call.
Yes, ma'am.
God bless you.
Well, thank you. How can we help you today?
One time I talked with you. I have a joint problem. I was born with hip dysplasia, and they put me cast on me when I was very young. And at this age of mine, I'm 58, just very painful. I have been taking your supplements more than 6 months, even more than 7 months or something like that. And I don't eat the bad food, and still hurts. Doctors want me to have immediately hip replacement, but I don't want.
Yeah, you don't need the hip surgery. How much do you weigh, Marguerite?
140 pounds.
I'm sorry, how much?
I'm 5'4".
Okay, you're 5'4", and how much do you weigh?
140.
140, okay. Now, do you have any history of respiratory problems, asthma, bronchitis, any history of skin problems?
No.
Okay, do you have any history of bowel problems, constipation, diarrhea, anything like that?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. All right. Now, Char, this is a Char thing. What would you do? And what would you think if she sees nothing happening after 4, 5, 6 months of supplementing? And we haven't gone into details, but let's assume she's doing everything right. What would you think is the bottom line here?
Well, I would guess that she's got an absorption problem, probably.
Okay. Excellent. You're exactly right. And so I'd still put her on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye, and oats. No processed meats. No oils. No gluten. No wheat, barley, rye, and oats. So what would you give her? 148 pounds. Or 140 pounds. I would dose her like a 200-pound person. She's been struggling with this for 58 years. And she was born with a problem. She has pain. What would you do, as a supplement program, and what would you do for the pain?
I would give her 2 healthy bone and joint packs, and then I would give her the CM capsules to take internally for pain.
Okay.
And the glucogel in the packs will help rebuild the bones and cartilage. It wouldn't even hurt her to get on an inversion table. It might help take a lot of the pressure off.
Okay. Very good. And let's see here, Marguerite, do you have any, one of the things that happens sometimes when you're born with his hip dysplasia, or later on when you have really a severe nutritional deficiency, or you're cooking with oils and things, you get obstructive artery disease. You might get what would be called necrosis, okay, vascular necrosis. Do you have any necrosis of your hip?
Yes, they say I have a vascular necrosis. The blood circulation is not good.
Okay. So here we go. Char's exactly right. I'd give you 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. Okay, 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. And Char said for the discomfort, go ahead and get a couple of bottles of the CM cream, and that's going to come with the healthy bone and joint packs, right? And put the CM cream on the joints that hurt. I'd also get a couple of bottles of the trauma oil, so you can put some trauma oil in those same joints, maybe 4, 5, 6 drops on each of your hip joints or knees or any place else that hurts. That's going to help increase the pain relief effect for 3 to 5 hours. But I would also increase the circulation to all parts of your body, including those hips. Char, what would you do to increase her circulation?
The Ultimate Daily, the Niacin Plus, and the Cardio Sticks.
Okay, very good. So, yes, Char's exactly right. Your body weight, I'd go ahead and get 1 bottle of the Ultimate Daily tablets. Take 3 of those twice a day. 1 big bottle a month will do that. And then the Cardio Sticks, the Ultimate Cardio Sticks, go ahead and take 2 of those per day. That'll be 2 boxes a month. They come 30 in a box. They're designed to support healthy blood flow and healthy blood pressure. Healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries, which can be the arteries bringing nutrition to the hip, can be obstructed. And then, of course, the new Ultimate Niacin Plus will assist in that effort to get blood flowing through obstructed arteries. Go ahead and take 2 of those twice a day. That'll be 2 bottles a month. And the Cardio FX also is going to help support dilation of the arteries, support healthy blood pressure, and support healthy blood flow. And so you got to deal with the vascular necrosis as well as the mineral deficiencies to get maximum results. Call us every couple of weeks. Let us know how you're doing. And anytime you go to the doctor for an evaluation, let us know. But myself, if I were in your position, surgery would not be high up on my priorities. Okay, Doug, how are we doing here?
Got about 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Well, I'm going to go ahead and remind everybody, get a hold of that book, Epigenetics, the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the book Rare Earths and Cures, and find out how you can help your kids live longer than you. Remember, experts are saying our children will be the first generation in America where the kids do not live as long as their parents. Something is wrong here. The doctors have failed us. We need to take over, learn how to do it, get a hold of the book Epigenetics, the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the book Rare Earths and Cures. And we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's stay there in California. Head over to San Mateo. And Josh, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Josh, you're on the air.
Dr. Wallach?
Yes, sir. How can we help you?
Hello. Yeah, I've been listening to you and Dr. Glenn for over a year and a half now.
Okay.
I've been on the kidney protocol ever since, and I did everything, acupuncture, but it was just my kidneys were just too far along, and my next option right now is to go undergo transplant. And I'm just wondering, when I do get my new kidney, I'm going to be still taking the 90 and on my protocol. Would that affect my new kidney?
First of all, are you on dialysis now?
Yeah.
How long were you on dialysis?
Well, I just started last month, and I'll be going under transplant next month if everything goes all right.
Okay. Well, you have to appreciate when you have kidney failure, there's nothing wrong with your kidney most of the time. When you have kidney failure, it's almost always a blockage of the arteries that carry the dirty blood into the filtering units. And, of course, most of the things that doctors do for kidney failure are just dealing with symptoms. And so, Char, what do you weigh here, Josh?
190, and I'm 6'2". I've been gluten-free for 2 years now.
Okay. So what supplement would you do for Josh, Char, 190 pounds, that would help him get dirty blood moving through those blocked arteries in the kidney?
Well, to get the dirty blood moving through there, I get him the Ultimate Daily, the Cardio Sticks, and the Niacin Plus.
Perfect. And so, a guy your size, Josh, you need 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. And as Shar said, you're going to want 2 of those cardio sticks, Ultimate Cardio Sticks a day. That'd be 2 boxes a month. 1 at breakfast, 1 at dinner. The Ultimate Daily tablets, 3 of those twice a day. That's 1 bottle a month. And the Ultimate Niacin Plus, I'd go ahead and take 2 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. The whole idea here is to encourage blood flow through those blocked arteries into the filtering units, the glomeruli in the kidneys. And I've seen some really wonderful things happen. People who haven't urinated in 10 years, in a couple of months are urinating. In some cases, the quickest one was they hadn't been urinating in 10 years, but in 2 weeks' time they start urinating again. And then in a couple of more months are off their dialysis. And so, it's a kind of a rush to judgment to rush to kidney transplant in a month when you've just been on dialysis for a month or 2, when there's a high possibility we can do some great things to support maintenance repair of that system, and you might be able to get away with keeping your own kidneys. And so I wouldn't be so quick to do the transplant personally if I were you, but I mean, that's your judgment. But the whole goal here is to get the dirty blood flowing through the blocked arteries so that we can get the filtering units to do their job, and then kidneys wake up. And it's just like calling a plumber when your tub is not draining. You say, look, my tub's not draining. I want you to come give me a new tub. Really what you need to do is root out the sewers so that the water can drain down the plug pipes because maybe the tree roots have gotten there. But the symptom would be to take the tub out and put a new tub in. And certainly that's not going to work because that's not what the problem is. So this is a good place to start. And give us a call, when you go back to the doctor. Want to see if your creatinine's improving. It should be below 5. Do you know what your creatinine levels are?
It was 13.
It was 13. Yeah, that's way too high. That's dialysis time on 13. But let's say a couple of weeks on this program, your creatinine drops to 10. Another couple of weeks it drops to 6. Another couple of weeks it drops to 4. Okay. Then another couple of weeks it drops to 0.8. You're moving in the right direction, right? And so I would give it a couple of weeks and see on this program if you can get your creatinine to drop and your glomerular filtration rate to go up. Then you might want to, pray on it and decide whether or not you want to get the kidney transplant, because you're still going to have to change everything. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no microwave popcorn. Got to get rid of all the bad stuff that plug the arteries. And otherwise, if you don't change what you're doing, you get a kidney transplant. Within a year or 2, you'll be right back down in the same hole. I've seen people that have gone through 3 kidney transplants. 3 kidney transplants, and they're still doing the same thing, and those doctors should be put in jail for not telling them, hey, you got to change what you're doing, because otherwise you'll be right back where you were. Okay, well, thank you so much, Shar. Super job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs, and God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
When you perspire, working or playing, your body is losing more than just water. That's why it tastes salty. But what you're sweating out is more than just salt and potassium, as some sports drinks will have you believe. One of the most well-known sports drinks only has 2 nutrients, and it's loaded with sugar. Some have a mineral or two with a couple of vitamins. Youngevity's exceptional sports drink, Rebound FX, is chock full of cancer-fighting antioxidants, a full spectrum of vitamins, plant-derived minerals, and herbs. Rebound FX is a highly absorbable liquid supplement that gives you quick, sustained energy. Rebound FX supports cardiovascular health, immune health, and boosts stamina and energy. Don't short yourself during and after your workout with just a couple of nutrients. Drink Youngevity's Rebound FX for optimal health. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I gotta tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewable, and besides that, they're not as good as tangy tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.